Picture this. You're a faithful fan of the Xbox One, but for the first time you've decided to start playing the PS4. Hey, here's 10 truths Xbox One owners realize when playing PS4. Number 10. The controller is quite different. First off, you gotta give it to Microsoft on this one. After all this time, they still gift us with a true controller. Sony, on the other hand, while it's no Nintendo monstrosity, it certainly has its own quirks. A lack of a start button is the first head scratcher. On top of that, it certainly doesn't feel as sturdy as the Xbox controller. The only plus is at least it has an in-controller battery. Microsoft, what are you doing, man? Number 9. Microsoft knows backwards compatibility. Though not a huge selling point, it is a nice perk to those gamers with an expansive library. Xbox has over 300 Xbox 360 titles available, showing their fans that their money won't go to waste. Sony had a chance to replicate this, but decided to get greedy and instead charge for those classic titles with PlayStation Now. Either that or buy their HD remaster. Oh well, could be worse. Number 8. We don't care about PlayStation Now. Unless you're a die-hard Sony fan, PlayStation Now isn't all that appealing when you take a closer look at it. And don't even get me started on PlayStation Vue. These are all just expensive tack-ons that add up rather quickly. Microsoft is doing things right here. Number 7. Playing catch-up. Though jumping from Xbox to PS4 isn't as huge a jump as, say, jumping from the GameCube to the Wii, it does still offer some differences, and being so directly connected to their own networks, you'll be required to update, research, and read up on all the bells and whistles these consoles have to offer. Gaming news is constantly updating. I mean, look at our website. So if you're new to the world of PlayStation, you've got quite the stack of homework if you want to fully utilize all it has to offer. Number 6. Plus or Gold. Both Sony and Microsoft have online services that come to roughly the same cost each year, but Microsoft just knows how to treat their users better. Also, their service is a bit more reliable. The monthly giveaway games on Xbox's Games with Gold far outshines the few and far between gems released on PlayStation Plus. Also, Microsoft has that backwards compatibility still working in its favor. Quality over quantity, Sony. Number 5. Trophies versus achievements. Which is more satisfying? Well, achievements have been around longer, and they do have a bit more flair over the trophies, especially when it comes to presentation! Sony does have that very pleasing looking platinum trophy though. Still, the achievement animation is so much more exciting than this. Number 4. No interest in VR. Although VR is new and it's certainly no Kinect, it's still very much in its infancy. On top of that, VR isn't as cheap as one would hope when you take into consideration the cameras, move controllers, the headset, and of course, the games you'd like to play. It's a novelty that has yet to hit its stride for the time being. Number 3. Kinda pricey. Don't worry, the PS4 is far from the $599 US. Still, people tend to forget that the console alone is not going to suffice. You'll need a controller, you need to sign up for their online service, buy some games, new and old, especially if you've never played a Sony console before, try out that PlayStation VR cause it's trending, and you've got yourself well over $1,000 worth of PlayStation products. See? These things add up quick. That's how they get you. Number 2. There can be only one. Let's face it, if you're playing one of the consoles, the other one is collecting dust. And with both of the consoles sharing a majority of the titles, it really boils down to those exclusives and other factors that one offers over the other. It's the differences that are important, not the similarities. In that case. Number 1. Exclusives. I'm not trying to gush, but when it comes to exclusives, Sony has Microsoft beat hands down. Don't believe me? Go to our exclusives video right now and come back here when you're done. I'll wait. Have I made my point? Hey, regardless if you agree or not, at least you were willing to try something new. The PS4 isn't for everybody, and neither is the Xbox One. Thank goodness we have both to add to the mix. Hell, we might even have to switch it up even further next month. I apologize for that pun. Hey, thanks for watching, and be sure to stay subscribed to SegmentNext for more news, lists, and other crazy shenanigans.